Welcome back. In this video, I want it to be kind of quick, but run through which versions of Starfield maybe you want to buy, and possibly if you're on PlayStation, what is maybe the cheapest or maybe easiest way to go about playing Starfield. Now, big reason why I want to cover some of these topics is, well, some of you have had questions and unsure or unclear from some of the information from Starfield, especially on their pre-order page. So let's just kind of go through it and kind of help see if we can help explain some of that stuff. I'll even show you the Xbox store and kind of how it looks in there. So Starfield is owned by Microsoft, right? Microsoft owns Bethesda. Bethesda is putting out the game of Starfield. So Xbox is, they are advertising Xbox Game Pass. So, I mean, it's a subscription service. Anyways, I'm not advertising for it, but just want you to know that if you do get Game Pass or you do have Game Pass, you will have Starfield, the base version, just the game, okay? So that is one way to go about getting Starfield. If you want to maybe buy the game outright, you can do that. Now, there's a few different ways to kind of do that, but mostly you might have to go through a retailer if you're wanting that physical copy, right? If you're wanting that physical copy, you're gonna have to go through a retailer. But pre-order bundles, which obviously before the game launches, there'll be pre-order, you are gonna be getting the old Mars skin pack. So kind of cool. I'm not really big on pre-orders like this, but the Starfield Standard Edition is just the base game without having to go through the Xbox Game Pass. And there is also the digital version of the Standard Edition, which I'll show that as well in the Xbox store. Now we continue to get into the premium editions, okay? So the first one we have is the Starfield Digital Premium Edition. And this is where people get a little confused here, and rightfully so, because at least on the website, there is no prices, right? There's no prices, so it's a little bit confusing. And so it's kind of hard to tell like what you're getting with everything. This comes with 5 days of early access, okay? So anything premium, which is above just the base game, any of those editions that you get, the extra editions, you will get the 5 days of early access. Now, most of the people that I've seen talk about it, they are getting the premium editions for the 5 days early access. But here on the website, you can see all the things that the premium edition kind of comes with down here. Let me highlight it this way. And you can see that it's going to come with the base game, the Shattered Story expansion. That is another benefit of getting the premium editions, is you are going to get the first story expansion that's coming. We don't know when. The Constellation skin pack, and then the access to the Starfield digital art book and original soundtrack. Now, just remember, even though the digital premium edition does say it's going to come with this stuff, I don't know if they're going to take this away if, once the game goes live and you're no longer able to pre-order it, right? Because then you're just going to be buying it outright. But if you go down to the next version, the next version is the Starfield Premium Edition upgrade. This is rather important, okay? I kind of wish that they had swapped this version on this screen with the digital premium edition and put it up one, because it would have made a little bit more sense as you're kind of going through, scrolling down. But this will come with the 5-day early access as well. But the thing to kind of know here is in the Xbox store, when I show this in a sec, it's basically $35 US. And what you really need to know about this premium edition upgrade is this is really meant for those gamers, those players, those customers that are already on Xbox Game Pass, or they're going to get Xbox Game Pass. You will be able to get all the extra benefits from the digital premium edition, but what you are not getting here is the base game. Okay, so very important to understand that if you do get the premium edition upgrade along with Game Pass, right? If you get the Game Pass, I think Game Pass is what, 16, 17 bucks a month. And then you go this route and get this for $35. Well, it's roughly $52 up front. And then, $17 a month kind of going forward after that for Xbox Game Pass. But the digital premium edition, the one that we were just looking at, this one is everything outright with no Xbox Game Pass. Okay? So it's very important to understand which one you're trying to go for. So if you're already on Xbox Game Pass and you do want the premium stuff, you probably want to go the premium edition upgrade. You don't want to go with the digital premium edition. But understand, if you are new and you are going to sign up for Xbox Game Pass and then get this premium edition upgrade along with it, thinking, hey, you know what, that's a pretty good deal, and then you try to cancel your Xbox Game Pass later, I think you will lose access to the game because it is not a part of this bundle. So I just want that to be very clear that this is kind of additive and really kind of meant for the Xbox Game Pass customer to get the premium edition upgrades without having to spend the extra $100. You only have to spend that extra $30 or so. And then the last edition that they have out there is the Starfield Constellation Edition, which this is basically the collector's edition, right? The collector's edition that a lot of people are always out for and looking for. Now, if you can come across one and happen to get one, first off, congratulations, you will have won the lottery because you beat the scalper bots. But the few extra things that come along with this is really this watch case here, the watch. But that's what you're really kind of going for here is the collectible of the box here and the watch. Pretty cool. I would have loved to have gotten one, but yeah, the scalper bots got on this well before I was able to. But the Starfield Constellation Edition does come with everything that we were talking about before, just the additional watch and case. All right, so here we are in the Xbox store, and really what I want to do is just kind of show off what it looks like when you're going to go buy these things and really kind of the price of them, at least in US dollars. But I'll show you why it wasn't as clear on the website, and it's a little bit more clear in the store as you can kind of see the prices. So the standard edition, just the base game, obviously is going to be $70 here, or you can have the Xbox Game Pass, which I do have Xbox Game Pass, so I don't need to spend the $70. So then let's look at the all other versions. So the one in the middle here, this is the pre-order bundle that will come along with you pre-ordering the game. On the right side here, you see Starfield Premium Edition Upgrade. This is the part where if you are on Xbox Game Pass, this is the one you would want to go with if you are wanting to upgrade your Starfield, you know, get that 5 days early access and a few of the other things that are included. And as you can see, it's $35, but there is a 10% discount. Since I am on Xbox Game Pass, I do get a 10% discount, so it's actually $31.49. On the left side here, we have Starfield Premium Edition. This includes the base game and all the additional Premium Edition upgrade stuff, like the art book, the original soundtrack, and the 5 days of early access. So like I was saying earlier, Starfield Premium Edition has the base game included with it, which is why it's $100. But if you do have Xbox Game Pass, you're going to want to go with the Premium Edition upgrade if you do want to get that upgraded edition and upgraded perks. And no, you cannot order the Constellation Edition through the Xbox store because that's a physical retail sale, and you need to find a retailer that has it. So good luck to you if you're going to try and go get the Constellation Edition. Okay, so for you PlayStation, Nintendo, or maybe you haven't been gaming, you don't really have a setup to play Starfield, but it's very intriguing to you. Let's run through some scenarios and some possibilities for you to maybe play Starfield with looking at the cheapest option and maybe even going to the highest priced option for the best experience. So the cheapest option is probably going to be using and getting Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Okay, so this is going to be a monthly subscription, $17 a month of American, but these are the conditions that you need to meet to be able to game on the cloud or the Xbox cloud. This is what you're going to be getting a membership for, but this is the way to go about accessing the Xbox cloud. It is included in the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription, but you will also need a compatible device, a compatible controller, and high-speed internet, which makes sense because you are accessing the Xbox cloud. Now, first off, if you're going to go this route, the main thing that you really want to know is, do you have a compatible device? Well, there is a list of compatible devices for the Xbox Cloud Gaming Service, so you definitely want to see if you have one of these or if you meet one of these conditions. Smart TVs 2021 and newer Samsung Smart TV models with software version 1300 or higher could be a possibility. So if you do have a new TV from Samsung, you know, you can definitely do it that way, which might be a way I maybe even look to do that in the future. Be curious just how cool that would be on a smart TV. Now, if you find out that you do have one of these conditions met for compatible devices, really kind of the next thing you're going to want to do is make sure you get a compatible, you know, controller, that kind of thing. But then you're going to be looking for the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Edition, which is $17 a month, American. So you definitely want to look that up in your local currency. Now, you can access the Xbox Cloud Gaming Service through a web browser. So if you do have a PC, maybe like a laptop, maybe not, you know, maybe not a gaming rig, but if you do have a good enough computer that just has a web browser, you can access the Xbox Cloud Gaming Service. Now, if you are on PlayStation, I am sure they have a web browser. I do not think, but I do not know if your web browser would be able to access and run the Xbox Cloud Gaming Service. Now, if somebody does have an answer for that, definitely leave it down below, but that would be pretty cool if you were able to do that. So this would be the cheapest way to kind of go about, you know, getting your feet wet, playing Starfield. Maybe not the best experience. You're going to have latency issues and stuff like that. So wouldn't be the best experience, but would definitely probably be the cheapest way to go about it. You just got to remember it's going to be $17 a month. Now, the next one up from just doing the cloud gaming service is going to be full on getting a console. There's going to be two consoles that are going to be able to run Starfield, and that's going to be the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. There are some technical differences between the two. The Xbox Series X has a disk drive and the S does not. It's digital only. Also, the Xbox Series X has a little bit higher end hardware, allowing you to game at 4K. The Xbox Series S does not really have that capability. But from a few friends that I do know that game on Xbox Series S, they do like it a lot. So this might be another great way to kind of go about it and like, hey, you know what? I don't want to go buy a full-on PC. I don't want a horrible latency experience. You know, the consoles, the Series consoles might not be a bad way to go about it. And just a reminder, if you do like the gameplay that you have been seeing, or really that Bethesda's been showing off for Starfield, most likely all of it's been done and captured on the Xbox Series X. Because we have seen a lot of footnotes that says, hey, you know, this was captured on Xbox Series X. I don't know about all of the gameplay footage that we've seen, but it seems like the good majority of the gameplay footage that we've seen has been on the Xbox Series X. So if you're wanting to go to the even higher end of the spectrum, you can go get a PC, or you can build a PC, or if you have a PC and you're just kind of short on a few of these metrics and you maybe need to upgrade your graphics card, there is minimum requirements and then there are recommended requirements. And really the only difference between these two is going to be the processor and the graphics card. That is pretty much it for the difference between the minimum and the recommended requirements. And just a note, if you do decide to go the PC route, they do require you to have an SSD for your data storage. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, building a PC, kind of going that way, could cost, you know, it could cost pretty good amount of money. But I just wanted to show some different options that you do have, all the way from the cheapest, maybe not the best experience with streaming on the Xbox Cloud Gaming platform, to getting an Xbox Series console, all the way to even getting your own PC, or maybe even upgrading your PC. So those are going to be your three ways that you're going to be able to play Starfield. And if you have any other notes, maybe I missed something, or maybe I was a little bit off on something, definitely put it down in the comments and I'll do my best to take your comment and probably add it to my pinned comment, as I'm going to take many of these links and put it down in a pinned comment. That way, if anybody needs some help kind of sourcing some of this information, it will be down there. So if you could help out wherever I missed, and let me know which way you're going to be playing Starfield. Alrighty, take care.